from mygreatchallenge.blogspot.com, and today is week 2 of my Weight Watchers weigh-in update. And did I lose weight? Yes, but I'm not going to tell you how much yet. But first, I want to thank you guys because you have been so supportive. I've gotten so many comments about where to go, so proud of you, you're an inspiration, and then I have a lot of you who want to do it with me, so that is phenomenal. I love it. Go for it, do it with me. We can compare, we can talk, we can share recipes, whatever it is that you want to do. We're going to create a little community of Weight Watchers losers, yes, losers, just here at My Great Challenge YouTube channel. So a few of you had questions. You wanted me to show you meal plans and things like this. I will do that, but first I want to give you like a little introduction of what this whole system is about, because some of you did not know. You had a kind of a vague idea, but there's also some tools that I grabbed along the way and I wanted to share with you. So the first thing you need to know is that Weight Watchers is not looking at calories. Remember, in the old days, probably 15 years ago, we were doing, my phone, we were doing calorie equivalences, and then we were doing calories or whatever, and you had to weigh everything, right? Well, you still have to weigh things, but if you are, you know, making your own stuff, otherwise it's much more flexible than what it used to be. So now what they're doing is that you're going by points. So they go by your weight and your gender, and I think they go by your age as well, but it's mostly the weight. And they attribute a certain number of points for you throughout the whole week. So the lowest amount of points that you can get is 26, and that's what they put me on. So I would assume that if you are much heavier or in need of losing more weight than me, you're probably at 29, 30 or 31 points per week. But I'm in the lower end of the spectrum, so I have 26 points to eat every single day. And then throughout the week they give you 49 extra points. Okay, those are anything points you can use whatever you want. They kind of like the when you miscalculate and you have an extra 3 points you didn't account for, or if you're going out and you couldn't find something that was decent, right? So at the end of the week you get something like this where you can have your 49 points right there, and then you mark whichever ones you've used. So far this week, since last night, because we went out to a restaurant, I used 2 extra points. Okay, and then activity points are tracked in as well. So let's say, for instance, that you go and walk vigorously, like kind of like you're not totally out of breath, but you can talk, but you wouldn't be able to sing, right? Well, that activity translates into points as well. So let me show you the activity point thing, right? Depending on your weight, it goes low, moderate, and high intensity activity. All right. So here I'm 170 something, and my husband and I walk the dogs for 40 minutes at a moderate pace. That's 3 activity points. See that? I circled it right here. And the reason why I did that is probably because we're going to be doing that every Sunday and Saturday when we walk the dogs a little bit more vigorously. So those 3 points I've earned, I have a choice. I can either not use them, or I can use them to cancel out the extra points that I use as part of the 49 extra point, or I can't use them at all. I can do that too. There's a lot of folks in my meeting who do not use the 49 points extra throughout the week and do not use the activity points at all. You don't have to. Alright? I don't look at it as, hey, I just did 6 points worth of activity this week, let me go get an ice cream. I don't look at it this way because I'm kind of out of control when it comes to rewarding myself. So I'm capable of going to the gym for gazillion hours, exhausting myself just so that I can eat, and that's not what I want. I don't want to do that because I've done that before and I wasn't losing weight, I was just bulking muscle. It didn't look good. Anyway, so what does your typical day look like, and what is the food, what kind of food can you have? You can have anything you want, but again it has points. So fruits and vegetables are 0 points, except for corn, peas, and I think it's either turnip or parsnip. Those have points. Alright, so you can have as much watermelon, as much banana, cherries, strawberries, blueberries, spinach, zucchini, cucumber you want. These are 0 points. So what I like about it is that it allows me to make a smoothie in the morning with my NutriBullet. I would make a fruit smoothie with a little bit of vegetables in it, and I would add a cup of almond milk. All right, unsweetened almond milk, 1 cup is 1 point. So my smoothie is 1 point. And that ties me over until I get to work, because I have, you know, a relatively long commute, between 30 and 40 minutes. So that ties me over for when I go to work, and then I'll have my breakfast over there. If I didn't do that, as soon as I get to work, I would be like stuffing my face with a whole bunch of stuff. And we don't want to do that anymore, right? So let me see, I'm going to pick a day, right, that I had last week, and I'm going to show you how it works. You can do 2 things. You can track on the app, which I've just finally got the e-tools sometimes Friday, I think. And I'm not sure if I'm going to track on the phone, but I'm definitely going to continue to track on paper. So here's an example. All right, so here we go. I got, oops, a little bit too close. Let me move this way. All right, so here we go. I start the day with a fruit smoothie. That's 0 point, right? So my balance for the day is 26, so I'm still at 26. Here, I'm indicating that these are power food. Usually protein, fruits, and vegetables are power foods, and dairies as well. I had 1 cup of almond milk, that's 1, right? So I went down to 26 points left. I had the Weight Watchers thin bagel. It's, you know, like a bagel that's very thin. It doesn't have like all the meat, all of the bread. It doesn't have all the bread in it. So that one is 3 points, so that's 22. We went to, I added, that was for breakfast, right? I added 2 tablespoons of hummus, and that's 2 points, right? Then I had some lettuce and tomato over it, that's 0 points, so I'm down to 20 points left for the day. Then we went out for lunch. I had the Panera turkey sandwich, half of it, and half a salad. So the half sandwich was 9 points, the salad was 3 points, because I went online to find out what the equivalency was for the points, and that turned out to be 9 points and 3 points, so I had 8 points left for the rest of the day. For dinner, I made some barbecue, well, grilled rather, swordfish with some escarole, sauteed escarole with a little bit of oil. So the swordfish, 4 ounces, was 4 points. The escarole itself was 2 points, because there was a little bit of oil in it, and then I counted the oil that was on the fish as well, and it came down to 0 point left through the day. See that? 0 point. And I added my 3 activity points from walking the dogs for 40 minutes at a moderate pace. So that's a typical day. That's how you count your points. The app on the phone itself will give you, let me get in. If you go to the app on the phone, and I apologize if my phone is broken, I shattered the screen. There is a barcode right here that you can use, right? So if you go to the store, and I don't have anything with a barcode here. So if you go to the store, you just put the item right here on your phone, and then it would scan it, and it will tell you how many points per serving that item is. So that's really good, because if I make a stroll at the grocery store, I can compare yogurts, I can compare turkey, I can compare hot dogs, I can compare meat, all things like this, right? Now, the other thing that this app does is that it tracks for you where you're at with your weight, okay? And this is where I'm going to tell you how much I lost. So I'm going to go like this, and you see there's a menu bar. I'm going to go to the weight tracker, and it shows you the amount of weight you lose over a period of 2 weeks. I don't know if you can see. So this was week 1 and then week 2, and you can see where I'm at right now. My goal weight for them is 164, but that's only because that's the 10% weight loss. So how much did I lose this week? Week number 2, I lost 1 pound 4 ounces for a total of 5 pounds in 2 weeks. I'm pretty happy. That's an average of 2.5. I can't complain. Alright, I cannot complain. So I got a 5 pound sticker at the meeting. That was pretty cool. So if you look at it, it says I started at 178.2. I'm now at 173.2. This links directly with the computer and the app. Okay. Another thing that I did, I bought 2 little gizmos. because I'm really motivated this time around, and I'm gonna unplug them. The first gizmo I got is how do you say it? Pedometer, whatever. It's a step counter, alright? So you attach that to your belt, and you got to make sure you put the clock right away because it resets itself at midnight, right? And so far this morning I've done 342 steps, a lot of it being up and down my stairs. I have to be honest, I bought this yesterday as soon as I got to the meeting, and they tell you you should do a minimum of 10,000 steps per day. That's the equivalent of 1.3 miles, something like that. And I walked around yesterday, I did my usual cleaning routine, I painted the green in the staircase, and that's another video that's coming probably this week, before or after that, I'm not sure. And at the end of the day, I only had 5,327 steps. I just couldn't believe it. I said to myself, my God, I'm exhausted. What is 10,000? And they want you to try to push yourself to go from 10,000 to 30,000 a day steps. That's a lot of activity, and obviously I'm not as active as I thought I would be. So this is a nice little gizmo. You put it on your belt, right? And like I said, if you put the clock on properly and you reset it, it starts over every single day. And right now, I guess I'm giving myself steps. 1, 2, 3, 54. You don't want to put it in the washing machine and act like, you know, you've been doing a lot of activities. Anyway, the second thing I got is one of their brand new things this year. It's called the Active Link. And you've probably seen a lot of those little gadgets. Some people have them as bracelets. Those with the bracelets, by the way, seem to be really, really cool because they also track your sleep pattern. But this one, you can either put it here on your chest, or you can plug it into your bra if you don't want people to see it. I put mine on my belt, and you need to tell them that you're putting it on your belt, all right? This is directly linked with the eTools, all right? The Active Link. It comes with a USB plug right here, so you have to kind of like take it out. It's totally submersible. It's waterproof. You can swim with it if you want to. And what it does is that the first week, and that's what's going on right now, so I'm not going to show you what it looks like on the computer yet. The first week they put you on a 7-day assessment. So you just plug it in, right, in your computer, and it has little lights that go around it, and it immediately links into your eTool account through Weight Watchers, okay? And after 1 week, they're gonna assess your activity level, and they're going to give you challenges of what kind of activity you should be doing, how it boosts you, and then you can give yourself challenges. Next week, I want to do, I don't know, X amount of activity. So every day, once you're done, at the end of the day, you take it out of your belt, or you can take it off, and then you plug it into your computer, and it will read, right? It's not wireless or anything like this. It will read for you your activity for the day. So this week I'm just doing the assessment, so I'm not sure where I'm at. And the good thing about it is that just like the step counter, I'm only saying step counter because I don't know how to pronounce pedometer. Oh, I think I did it right, pedometer. What it does is that it translates your activity into points. Not that I want to use them, but it's good to know. Okay, so this was my little update for Weight Watchers week 2. Again, this week I lost 1.4 pounds, a total of 5 in 2 weeks. She said that was a little bit too much to have 2.5 pounds every week, but I know me, I usually do that. When I start a diet, I lose a lot right away. My big fear is that I'm going to plateau at 11-12 pound loss, and then I'm going to be there for 4 or 5 weeks, so you're going to have to stick with me, alright? I think I'm seeing it in my face, definitely on my chin. We're not chiseled yet, but I'm seeing it in my face. I can't say that my clothes are fitting looser or anything like this, but I'm still on track. I'm loving it. I want to do this. I'm very motivated. I lost the sun in my bathroom. I don't know where it is. Yeah, so keep tracking. Try to get the tools. You don't have to get all the tools. The pedometer itself is plenty. I wanted to play around with the technology and see how the Active Link would work. The Active Link is a little bit money. You have to pay, what they want, $5 on sale. but they're technically $39.95 with the tax is $41, and then in order for you to use it, it adds $5 every month to your monthly pass. So your monthly pass becomes almost $15 per month to be on the program and be able to have the active link. I don't care. I'm just doing this for me. $15 is not the end of the world. Yeah, it's up to you. You don't have to do it. I just wish the active link was also on mobile, and it's not. It's only on the computer, but I guess it's because there was no plug for that, but maybe they'll do that and upgrade it. Anyway, yeah. So, this was Sophia from mygreatchallenge.blogspot.com. This was my update, my weigh-in for week 2. Again, 1.4 pounds this week. I'll take any loss. Even if it's 2 ounces, I'll take it. 5 pounds altogether in 2 weeks. I'm happy. I guess I'll talk to you next week for weigh-in number 3, and next week I'll also do another set of pictures so we can see, because I said I was going to do the pictures every 2 weeks, right? And we compare to see whether or not the clothes are starting to look a little bit looser on me, and if I'm starting to show that I'm losing weight. Alright? I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye!